So in this question, we have like 4 people: Loki, Mo, Nick, and Ott, and they're good friends. And Ott had no money, but the others did. So Mo gave Ott 1/5 of his money, and Loki gave Ott 1/4 of his money, and Nick gave Ott 1/3 of his money. And we're given that each gave Ott the same amount of money. We want to know what fractional part of the group's money does Ott now have. Um, so this is like an example of a word problem. And remember, the general idea for word problems is you want to convert the words into like math, right? So the question says that like Mo gave Ott 1/5 of his money, Loki gave Ott 1/4 of his money, and Nick gave Ott 1/3 of his money, and they all gave him the same amount of money. So let's say like you have Mo and you have like Nick. All right, and then you have Loki, I guess, and you have Nick. And you're given that Mo, let's say Mo gave Ott X dollars. So we know that like all 3 of Ott's friends gave him the same amount of money. So let's say they all gave him X dollars. So now that means if all 3 of his friends gave him X dollars, that means Ott, like collectively, he's able to collect a total of 3X dollars. So like so that means Ott has 3X dollars now. And we know that like Mo gave away 1/5 of his money, right? So if 1/5 of his money is X, that means the total amount of money he has is 5X. And if Loki gave away 1/4 of his money, that means the total amount of money he had must have been 4X. And if Nick gave away 1/3 of his money, that means the total amount of money he must have had was 3X. We know that like if Mo had 5X dollars to begin with and he gave away X dollars, that means he would be left with 4X dollars. So this represents the amount of money left. And if Loki had 4X dollars and gave away X dollars, he would have 3X dollars left. And if Nick had 3X dollars and gave away X dollars, he would have 2X dollars left. So then we want to know what fraction of the money does Ott now have. So the total amount of money is going to be like the sum of these numbers: 4X, 3X, 2X, and 3X. So 4X plus 3X plus 2X plus 3X. And then the amount of money that Ott has is going to be 3X, right? So then if we were to just simplify, this would be 3X divided by 12X, and that would give us like 1/4, which indeed that would give us choice B, which is the right answer. So the general idea for this question is it's a pretty like classic word problem, and word problems really aren't that hard if you like are able to like set up the math correctly. Usually word problems, I guess like setting up the math is like the hardest part, but like if you can do that, then word problems really aren't that bad.